Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another Mythic Monday. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the the Cosmic Legion's Kraggnar. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by, and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. And just to let you know before we get started with this review that this guy is up for sale on Amazon for $79.99, or you could drop that down even lower if you want to select some sort of payment plan. But he is up on Amazon, and there's a link down in the description below. And just remember that if you do order from Amazon, from that Amazon link, that it will help out the channel with a few pennies. All right, here's a closer look at the packaging up on the turntable so we can see everything going on here. You see just about everything that Kraggnar comes with. He's got a Valkatar Book 1. If you want to pause it and read it, you can. And here's the write-up for Kraggnar, and it's his little bio. And if you want to read that, you can pause that and read it as well. All right, let's take a closer look at his accessories here. He does come with this sort of electro staff baton. It does come apart into two pieces, so maybe you could attach this to some other lengths of staff, maybe from Mythic Legions. I like the little pops of copper there on the front. That looks really cool. He does come with an additional head sculpt, which is the closed mouth version. Still has the same scratches across the face that the other one has. I love the beautiful paintwork and sculpt here. It's just so absolutely exquisite. It's exactly what we've come to expect from Four Horsemen. He does come with two additional closed fists in the package. He has two gripping hands on him in the package. And of course, we get these two bonus arms because Kraggnar can be fitted with two extra arms to make it look like he has four arms. And these have open displaying hands, like gesturing hands. The really cool thing here is, let me pop this off, and I will probably have to do this off camera. There you go. We're going to pop this off. The really cool thing is that these gauntlets are not sculpted on. They are a separate piece, so you can have this arm loose, without with the gauntlet on. If you want to retrofit this guy to make him work in your Mythic Legions and put some Mythic Legions gauntlets on him, you certainly can. You do get two bonus arms, and they are sculpted nice, painted beautifully. And you do get two back plates, and these are to cover up the holes in the back of the his back. It looks like I have a little chip of paint missing right there. I'll have to fill that in with some purple. But if you don't want him displayed with his extra arms, you can put these plugs in and cover up those unsightly holes. And here's Kraggnar up on the rotating stand, just so you can get a good look at what he looks like in 360 degrees, how he stands, how he is sculpted, how he how like his body is proportioned, and like most brute scale or not brute scale, ogre scale characters from Four Horsemen, his arms are much longer than his legs. He's got this long torso. Man, he just looks really, really cool. Now, taking a closer look at Kraggnar here, let's zoom in on his face and take a look at this face. I really love like the kind of snarly lips. You can see that it has the exact same paint job and the same scratches and everything as the other face. I wish he would have come with like a completely different head, sort of like Scourge. I think that would have been really cool. His chest piece, of course, is a soft goods, like extra, not soft goods, a soft plastic extra piece that is removable. I don't think this centerpiece is removable, but I love the color, that teal blue tying back into his eyes, and there's even a little bit of teal blue light around the center part of his belt. Of course, these gauntlets are loose as well. They are separate pieces. You can remove the hands and take them off, which we'll look at later. He does have like a little soft goods loincloth hanging down here. We've seen this before on other ogre scale characters from Mythic Legions. And then look at these feet, and like the nice lower leg gauntlets look really nice. You could probably swap those out with some other, I mean, just look at the bottom of those feet. Like, they didn't have to sculpt that. They didn't have to paint that or give it a wash, but they did. That's why the Four Horsemen are so exquisite with their figures. They think of everything. Here's the back of that harness. You want to unhook it right there. We do even have like a hard plastic ring right here for some extra chains. Here are the plates already applied, just so you can see how they cover up those holes. I don't have them pushed in all the way because I want to make it easy for myself to remove them, because this guy will have four arms on my shelf. if you come with forearms, you're wearing forearms. That's how it looks, you know, on the shelf. There's not a lot of movement up and down with the head, but there's a lot of movement side to side. You can rotate it to get a little bit of emotion there as far as articulation in the head. The arms are really, really stiff, as you would imagine, with a character of this size and bulk, but he can go out and almost hit that T-pose. And my joints are super, super stiff. I want to be careful with them. The arms can go all the way around. You don't have like an upper bicep cut or anything right here, but you do have a hinge and a swivel at the elbow. Can't quite get 90, but that's what's to be expected with this type of arm and gauntlet. It does have a swivel there. The hands are on a hinge and a swivel. You have a diaphragm joint right here under the chest that the harness mostly covers up. You can see it better in the back than you can in the front. And you can't get a lot of movement there forwards and back. You know, he can only bend that far forward and back. Oh, I have a little splotch of silver paint there. I'll probably have to like try to cover that up. And he does have rotation at the waist, but my rotation joint is super, super stiff. And I don't want to go through the problem of breaking this off. So I may want to heat this torso up a little bit, maybe soak it in some hot water so that doesn't break off. Legs can go all the way forward that far, can go out that far, can't go back at all. It stops completely. That's a shame. He does have like an upper thigh cut, hinge and swivel at the knee, but that's about as far back as you can get. You're not even getting 45 degrees there, it doesn't look like. You do have a swivel at the knee, which is nice. You have a hinge and a swivel and a foot rocker for foot articulation, and the feet are really tight as well. This whole character could use a good warm hot bath to loosen up those joints. So we're going to go ahead and unplug these little plates from the back so you can see exactly how they plug in. And this is why I didn't plug them in all the way, because they are a little difficult to pop out, because they pop in really well. And once they're popped in really, really well, you can't even tell that there's a plate there. That's how well sculpted and how nicely fitted to the back they are. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can do this on camera and plug the arms in. Oh, I think we can. They're going in fairly well. So let's go ahead and put one arm there, and we'll have him like articulated and gesturing up over the top. You can have these arms up over the top of the figure, around his neck. You can have them down to the side or around the bottom part of the waist, so that they come up underneath his other arms. You really have some options here for displaying, and this arm just needs to rotate a little bit there at the elbow, and we can kind of get that bent up a little bit. And there you have it. There are your extra arms plugged in on the back of Kraggnar. And man, he is looking really cool. You know, like I said, if you come with forearms, I'm going to put all the arms on you. That's what makes this guy stand out, other than his bright orange color and his scales, is that he is a four-armed guy. And man, he looks awesome. I really love the way this looks. It just integrates so well. Now I think I need some chains for this guy. As far as height goes, he stands... I know this looks like he is standing about 9 inches tall, but from my perspective, he's standing about 9.5 inches tall. Has some nice height on him. Here he is next to Oleg Thygar and Zirian Spire, just so you can get a size comparison with how this guy stacks up. So let's get him under some lighting and into some backgrounds and see how he poses up. Man, I got to tell you, Kraggnar is a figure I've been looking forward to getting for a long time. I couldn't wait to pick him up any longer. I picked him up at Legions Con. I knew I could have ordered him online, and you know, not have to pay the extra bulk for shipping for this guy because he was so big, but I just had to get him. I had to pick him up. He literally is one of like the standout figures in the Cosmic Legions waves, and I just love the way he looks, and I love that they've used this body for other things. We know that we've already gotten Scourge, was released last year at PowerCon, which is the Whiplash Motu tribute figure, and we know they're using this body again in the upcoming, is it the Poxus wave with like the blue dragon? If I have that wrong, just correct me down in the comments down below. But anyway, yeah, this guy looks incredible. He looks gorgeous. I love the sculpting. I love the colors. Love the paintwork. Another home run by the Four Horsemen, and that's why we're taking a look every single Monday of the year. We're going to be taking a look at another Four Horsemen, Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, or Figura Obscura release. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and I will see you in the toy aisles.